Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Daphne Rose is determined to help Steffy Forrester Finnegan negotiate her thing. While Daphne plans to betray Carter Walton, could a surprise marriage offer to Hope Logan peril the plan? Will Daphne end up sabotaging the offer in order to stop Carter from taking the coming step with Hope? The Forrester family couldn't believe it when Carter took over their company. Steffy couldn't just sit around and stay for a legal result. Steffy decided to take action and signed her Paris confidant, Daphne. It's Daphne's charge to divide Carter and Hope. Steffy thinks that Hope is the reason why Carter did the preemption to begin with. That's not what I observed, but moving on. So, Steffy seems to suppose that if she gets Carter down from Hope, also, the LLC will magically be reversed. The first step was for Daphne to get into Forrester Creations. Daphne ended up pitching a Forrester original incense scent. Daphne also advised Fanny Grayson to back off or she'll no way work again. Unexpectedly, Fanny seems to adulate Daphne, and backed off right down without taking offense. Daphne seems to be winning Carter and Hope's trust. Hope brags to Steffy that Forrester Creations is closer to making a deal with Paris' most notorious nose. Once they secure a deal, that will be a palm. Still, Daphne's charge is far from over. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that after subscribing the paperwork, Daphne will probably suggest celebrating with Carter. Daphne will want to be sure that Hope is busy away. While Daphne does feel to try to betray Carter in an exercise clip, that doesn't mean he'll fall for it. Daphne and Steffy are assuming that men have no tone control and will hurtle on anything that moves. So, it's possible that Carter might actually reject Daphne or remind her that he's involved with Hope. Carter is on top of the world right now and credits Hope's support. Carter will probably want to seal the deal with Hope soon. In every love, Carter always moves far too fast, and this bone is presumably no exception. So, could Carter plan a marriage offer? Will Daphne find out and ever sabotage Carter's offer to Hope? Jack Finnegan and Poppy Nozawa will head to Il Giardino together, so that'll give them a chance to talk about all the maternity test chaos that just went down. Lee Finnegan was proven wrong since Poppy no way slept with Jack, who is Aunt Luna Nozawa's father. Indeed, Jack was in gashes as Lee apologized and made peace with her family, so he may hope this can be a fresh launch for all of them. Still, it seems like Jack may know further about Luna's maternity than he's letting on. Jack and Poppy kept giving each other strange aesthetics in Lee's office, like perhaps they'd made a pact at some point to keep Luna's real father a secret. In other words, Jack is Aunt Luna's biopater. But he may know who is. John Finnegan being Luna's father rather. So perhaps Jack set about times ago and has resolved to help Poppy keep it under wraps. Sheila will ail Jack and Poppy's discussion at the eatery, so she may wonder what this hush-hush meeting is about. Still, she may be suspicious and resolve to do some digging, if Sheila overhears Finn's name. Sheila has a knack for chancing trouble, so our prognostications point to her sticking her nose in Poppy and Jack's business. Over with Steffy Forrester, she'll open up to Taylor Hayes and Ridge Forrester about all the Finnegan family drama. Steffy may mention her recent discussion with Finn about Jack's shattered relationship with Lee and talk about the secrets that blew effects up. Maybe Steffy will be glad there are no secrets hanging to blow up her own marriage since she trusts Finn fully. Unfortunately, there could indeed be a stunner that leaves Steffy reeling soon. Still, that news is sure to make some serious swells in his relationship with Steffy, if Finn really does turn out to be Luna's biopater. Finn and Steffy's future will come with some obstacles, so stay tuned for updates on the tough times ahead. Steffy Forrester agreed with Hope Logan about it being veritably fortuitous that Daphne Rose showed up wanting to unite. Steffy suggested it could be a game changer and was sure Daphne was just as agitated as Carter Walton about this. Meanwhile, Daphne got evidence that inconceivable was what Carter was looking for, so she assured him that's what he'd get. After Daphne raided Carter's space and flirted a bit more, she inked the contract and left him pleased. Once Carter was alone, he held the scarf Daphne gave him and looked thoughtful. When Hope appeared looking for updates, Carter let her know Daphne was officially on board and left her gratified pink. Back with Steffy, she had a secret meeting with Daphne and was pleased over the contract deal getting done. Steffy assumed Hope was out celebrating with Carter and looked forward to eventually ripping the company down from them. At Bill Spencer's manse, Luna Nozawa admitted she didn't look like Tom's star or have any analogous characteristics. It left her wondering if Poppy Nozawa had used Tom to cover up the Verity, but Bill allowed. This discussion was meaningless. Luna fixated on the idea that perhaps her biopater could be someone differently, but Bill called it wishful thinking. After Luna participated her guilt over targeting Tom, she suggested her conduct were indeed worse if he was her father. Commodity about Tom being the maternity answer always felt wrong to Luna, so she wished she could pry the Verity out of Poppy. At the sanitarium, Finnegan was taken suddenly when the maternity test was negative and proved Luna was Aunt Jack Finnegan's son. It led to Lee's repentant consummation, since she'd suspected an affair for times and always held it against Poppy. Still, she suggested she could have been there for Luna and averted her crimes, if Lee hadn't had so important hate in her heart. Lee was sorry for acting like a madwoman over this maternity test and for how roughly she'd treated Poppy in the history. After Lee pledged to change and asked for Poppy's remission, the sisters participated in an emotional clinch. Jack also cried as he witnessed Poppy and Lee's warm grasp. Lee's new and bettered view of Poppy wouldn't last long, so stay tuned for all the wild news to come. The riddle of Luna's maternity will unravel and bring further family issues in the coming occurrences. Luna's maternity drama will have shocking twists and turns on. The results could disrupt someone's marriage and have an unanticipated pairing. Lee Finnegan wants to know if Jack is Luna's father. He claims he no way slept with her family Poppy. Meanwhile, a proposition has surfaced that Finn could be Luna's father. Numerous B&B suckers replied to this possibility on social media. Observers are resolved on this idea. This stunner could destroy Finn's marriage to Steffy. She wouldn't handle the idea of her hubby having a psychotic mama and son. Can you imagine Luna and Sheila causing annihilation together in Los Angeles? It would be grand. But it wouldn't be good for Finn's marriage, indeed if he's not to condemn for his affair with Poppy. The scuttlebutt also suggests that Finn might have been underage when Luna was conceived. This stunner would destroy Finn's happy union. Steffy wouldn't be suitable to come back from this. Now that Liam is back in city, she'll presumably return to his loving arms. As for Finn, he'll find himself alone. There's also the possibility that he might want to get to know Luna and raise her as his own. Finn is a compassionate man. He wanted to do the same when he set up that Sheila was his natural mama. Meanwhile, Steffy is busy blowing up Hope's relationship with Carter, all thanks to Daphne Rose. This would be the perfect occasion for Fope to eventually be. Finn could find himself alone at Il Giardino. He presumably wants to partake the news with his mama, but he's not there. Also, Hope walks into the eatery after she catches Carter with Daphne. The two look at one another and realize their separate connections are over. They could comfort one another and make amorous love in Remy's old apartment. Anything could be from this maternity drama.